Good morning, grade 4. A warm welcome to the English class. How are you all doing today? Let's start the next unit today, Unit 2, and this is about neighborhood. So there is a do and learn activity mentioned in this unit. Let's first have a look at it. So the second unit, it consists of a story and a poem. The story is called Good Neighbours. We are going to learn that story today. So let's have a look at the do and learn activities mentioned for this story. All of you please turn to page number 20 in your English reader. Do you see the heading? Good neighbors, draw and color the part of your neighborhood you love. A park, a cinema, a playground or something else. Tell your classmates why you love it. See, in your neighborhood, the place where you live, there might be a park nearby. There might be a cinema nearby where you go watch movies with your family or friends, or there might be some other place that you really love to go to. You can draw a picture of it, make it beautiful, get creative, and then you can take a picture and send us through Teams. Now there is another interesting activity mentioned here. I'm sure all of you will love this. Make a friendship band. Things you will need: a thin chart paper, a pair of scissors, a stapler, a ruler and a pencil. Follow the steps given below and make the friendship band. Remember to fold the paper in the direction shown by the arrows. So here, instructions are given to make a simple friendship band. I know you all have friends and you all might know about friendship bands. So friends gift each other friendship bands. So here there are instructions to make one simple friendship band. You may follow the steps, make a friendship band, and you can take a picture and send this through Teams. So now let's talk about the story we are going to learn today. The story is called Good Neighbours. So this was written by an English teacher and author named Tara Benwell. So she's based in Canada and she loves to write fiction stories for children. And her most popular work is The Proper Order of Things. And Peter Pan, which was a book written by J.M. Barrie and read by Tara Benwell, is an audiobook. That is another work from her. Then The Velveteen Rabbit, an adaptation. This is an e-book written by her. So these are some of the interesting and popular works by the author. Now about the story. Good Neighbours. This is a story about two children who were neighbors. The author describes how simple children are at their heart. At first, these two children did not get along well. And later, after an incident, they realized the value of teamwork. And then they became close friends. So let's read the story of Jack and Naoko today. All of you please turn to page number 21 in your English reader. Do you see the heading? Chapter 2, Good Neighbours. Now before reading the story, there is a warm-up session described there. Let's see what it is. Do you have friends in your neighborhood? How do you spend time with them? Take turns and speak about your friends to your elbow partner. So some of you might have friends who are neighbors. You can talk about them and record it on a voice clip and send it to us through Teams. Now let's read the story. Let us read about two children from the same neighborhood who became friends. So please look at your textbook. After school one winter day, Jack's mother told him to go out and play in the snow. But it's so cold outside, mother, Jack said. Put on your coat and your hat and your gloves, his mother said. You can build a snowman before your father comes home. So this story is taking place during a cold winter season. So one day, Jack, a little boy, he just returned from his school. It was winter season, there was snowfall and snow all around, and his mother asked him to go out and play. But was he interested? No. It was so cold outside. He felt hesitated. He did not want to go out. So he told his mother, no, I'm not going to play outside. But then his mother suggested something. His mother suggested him that he can make a snowman using snowballs made from the snow outside. So Jack's mother suggested him to wear a coat, a hat and gloves to keep himself warm out there, and he can make a snowman from the snow. Then let's see what Jack said. I am going to need a carrot for the nose, Jack said, and I will need some things for the snowman's hat and face. So even Jack felt that's a good idea to make a snowman. So he was telling his mother that he is going to need a carrot to make the snowman's nose, and he will also need some other things like a hat to put for the snowman and a face. So Jack was preparing himself to build this snowman. Jack got a bucket and collected everything he needed to decorate his snowman. His mother promised she would watch him build the snowman from the window. So Jack was all set to build this snowman, and his mother promised him that she will watch him building this snowman through the window. Outside in his front yard, Jack started with a very small ball of snow. He got on his knees and rolled the snow into a big ball. At another window, someone else was watching Jack play. It was his new neighbor, Naoko. Naoko asked her mother if she could go outside and help Jack build his snowman. So what was happening? So now Jack was outside his house in his front yard. Now he had a bucket with him with everything he needed to decorate his snowman. And he started building his snowman. He started with a small ball of snow. So he got on his knees and started rolling out snowballs from the snow. Now someone was watching all this from another window. You know who was it? It was Jack's new neighbor, a little girl named Naoko. So Naoko was watching Jack doing all the preparations to build a snowman, and she got really interested. She wanted to go out there and build a snowman with him. So she asked her mother if she can go to Jack's home and build a snowman along with him. But her mother was doubtful whether she really wants to go because it was very cold outside. But then, yes mother, Naoko said, I will wear my coat and my hat and my gloves. So Naoko told her mother that she really wants to go out. She'll wear the coat, she'll wear the hat and the gloves to keep herself warm, and she really wants to go to Jack and build the snowman with him. So what did her mother reply then? Nako's mother helped her put on her winter clothes and promised to watch her from the window. So Nako wore all her winter clothes with her mother's help, and her mother promised her that she will watch Nako through the window. You can play until your father comes home, her mother said. So Jack's father and Nako's father might have gone for some work. So their mothers told them that they can play till their father comes back home. Now all of you take the next page. Do you see the picture there? Jack is trying to build a snowman and his mother is watching him through the window. Nako ran outside to Jack's yard and asked if she could help him finish his snowman. Yes, please help me, Jack said. My father will be home from work very soon. Okay, what can I do? Nako asked. I built my snowman's body with 2 snowballs. I need to roll one more for my snowman's head. So what was happening? With her mother's permission, Nako ran to Jack's yard. She asked him if she can help him build the snowman, and Jack agreed to it. And Nako asked him, how can she help him? So what did Jack reply to her then? Jack said, he built his snowman's body. He already built the snowman's body with 2 snowballs. Now he needs 1 more snowball to build the snowman's head. So children, there is an interesting fact. People in North America built snowman using 3 snowballs. 1 for the head, 1 for the middle part of the body and 1 for the lower part of the body. So they used 3 snowballs to build a snowman. But in the UK or the United Kingdom, people built snowman with 2 snowballs, one for the head and one for the body. So when Jack told Nako that he needs one more snowball to make the snowman's head, Nako seemed to be confused. Let's see. But snowmen have only 2 snowballs. One is for the body and one is for the head, Nako said. See, you've already seen that Nako is Jack's new neighbor. She might have moved into the neighborhood from UK. So she might have seen only snowmen with 2 snowballs. So when Jack said he needs 3 snowballs to make the snowman, Nako might have got really confused. So let's see what Jack replied to her. No, snowmen always have 3 snowballs, Jack said. I don't think I need you to help me after all. So there the children had a disagreement, and Jack denied the help that Nako offered him. Jack picked up some snow and made it into a small snowball. He got on his knees and rolled the snow away from Nako to make the snowman's head. So Jack got on his knees and started making the 3rd snowball for the snowman's head. Nako walked into her own yard and began to build her own snowman. So the children had a disagreement and they decided to build their snowman individually. I don't want to build a snowman with Jack anyway, she thought to herself. I'm going to make my own. So Nako went back to her yard and started building a snowman on her own. Nako rolled 2 big balls of snow and put them on top of each other. When she finished, she took off her hat and scarf and decorated the snowman. Finally, she found some sticks and pine cones and made her snowman's eyes and mouth and arms. Her mother glared from the window. So Nako went back to her yard. She built a snowman herself. How did she build it? She made 2 snowballs and built her snowman. So when she finished, she took off the hat she was wearing and the scarf she was wearing, and she used it to decorate the snowman. And then she gathered some sticks to make the snowman's arms. So there is Nako's snowman made with 2 snowballs, and she used pine cones to make the snowman's eyes and mouth, and she used some sticks to make its arms. Jack made a hat for his snowman with his bucket. He used his mother's sewing buttons for the eyes and mouth. So Jack also made his snowman. He made the snowman using 3 snowballs, and once he finished, he used a bucket as the hat for the snowman. And he used his mother's sewing buttons for the eyes and mouth. At last, he added a carrot as the nose for the snowman. After he finished, Jack's mother smiled and pointed. His father was driving up the street. So Jack's mother was watching him build the snowman through her window. So once Jack finished building the snowman, his mother smiled at him and pointed him that his father was coming back home after work. Suddenly, a terrible thing happened. The head fell off Jack's snowman and crashed to the ground. So what happened? Remember, Jack had used a bucket as the hat for the snowman's head. It might have been a heavy bucket. So the snowman's head fell off from the body and crashed to the ground. Oh no, my snowman has fallen apart, Jack said, and my father is almost home. So he really wanted to show his father the snowman he built. But then, right when father was back home, his snowman fell apart. Nako heard Jack's cry and ran over to his yard to see what the problem was. I will help you roll another snowball, Nako said. If we do it together, we can finish it before your father gets home. So Jack really wanted to show his father the snowman he built, but his father was almost home, and at that very moment, his snowman fell apart. Jack started crying. Nako heard Jack's cry and ran over to his yard to see what the problem was. So, hearing Jack's cry, Nako ran to him. She ran to Jack's yard and saw that the snowman fell apart. She felt really bad for him. She wanted to help him. She felt empathetic towards Jack. I will help you roll another snowball, Naoko said. If we do it together, we can finish it before your father gets home. So now, feeling empathetic towards Jack, Naoko offered him help once again. She told him that she will help him make one more snowball so that they can rebuild the snowman together, and when his father gets home, he can show it to his father. So the two children decided to work together as a team to rebuild Jack's snowman. Let's see the next page. Together, Jack and Naoko rolled a new snowball. They shaped it with their gloves until it was round. Then they lifted it up onto the snowman's body and decorated it with the carrot and bucket and buttons. So together, they rolled out a snowball and then they placed it onto the snowman's body. So now the snowman has a new head. We finished it just in time, Jack said. Thank you for your help. So Naoko helped Jack to rebuild his snowman and Jack thanked her. You're welcome. I like your snowman better, Naoko said. Mine doesn't have a nose. And then Naoko said, she likes Jack's snowman better than her. And for her snowman, a nose was missing. Her snowman did not have a nose. Jack walked over to look at Naoko's snowman. He loved the pine cone eyes and mouth and the sticks for arms, but he knew it wasn't finished. And then Jack walked over to Naoko's and he looked at her snowman. He liked how she used pine cones for making the eyes and mouth of the snowman and how she used sticks to make its arms. But he noticed that the snowman was not finished. A nose was missing. Jack ran back to his snowman and pulled the carrot out. So Jack ran back to his yard and he pulled out the carrot he used on his snowman to make us the nose, and then he broke it into two pieces and gave half to Naoko. So he broke this carrot into two pieces and gave one piece to Naoko. Hurry, Jack said. Your snowman needs a nose and your father is driving up the street too. So Jack gave this piece of carrot to Naoko and asked her to rush and put this nose on the snowman because her father was also almost home. So when her father arrives, she can also show her snowman to him. Thank you, Naoko said. You're welcome, Jack said. I think our snowman make good neighbors. So once the children realized how working together as a team helped them succeed, they become really close friends. Together they built Snowman. So they understood the value of working as a team. So now that they are close friends, they hoped that their snowmen will become good neighbors too. So children, did you all like the story? Please read the story once again. So after reading the story once again, you can move to the exercise part. You can do the reading comprehension exercise. So it has got 4 sections in it. Section A is tick the correct option, where you are supposed to choose the correct option to complete each sentence based on your reading and understanding of the story. Then section B is to read these sentences and answer the questions that follow. So sentences from the story are given there. Read these sentences carefully, and based on the reading and understanding of the story, you have to answer these questions in your own words in your notebook. Then comes section C, answer these questions. These are a few more question answers. Now section D is think and answer. Why was Jack not cordial to Naoko at first? Key reasons for your answer. When do you think Naoko and Jack became friends? So these are 2 questions to spark your thinking. Just read the questions carefully, and if needed you can read the story once again, and then you have to answer these questions in your own words in your notebook. Then the values and life skills exercise, and this is about team spirit. Jack and Naoko work together and complete the snowman. Do you think it is good to work together to finish difficult tasks? Give reasons. So in the story, we saw how Jack and Naoko work together as a team, and with their team spirit, how they succeeded in building a snowman. So do you think it's good to work in a team? Do you have any such experience of working in a team? Do you think it is good to work together to finish a difficult task? Just think about it, and you can share your experience also if you have any, and note down it in your notebook. So children, let me remind you the homework for the day once again. You have to read the story once again and then complete the exercise till values and life skills. So that's all for today children. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, bye.